Hi guys, I'm Geetika and today we're going to discuss about overview session of Wave. It's a free cloud accounting software for US based countries only. So let's get started. Okay, so what you have to do is just go to this login page. Okay, and either you can create an email and password and do the thing, or you can sign in with Google. I've already created my account with Google, so that's why I'm doing that. Now, this is the test company that I've made. Okay. Now, let's get started. Okay. Now, this is the dashboard. Dashboard is there in every software, I believe. And see, this is the cash flow that you can see. This is the profit and loss graphically represented. You can, switch the months to be compared with this thing. You can see how much you owe to people and how much people owe to you in this section. This is the net income, a very quick short thing which is shown, and this is the expense breakdown. You can obviously, go for the different periods here. And what else can you do? You can add a customer, vendor, customize your invoices here. And you can also connect your bank here, or you can, connect it in the banking section later on. What else can you do? You can do this, create a new estimate, transaction, invoice, bill, and I'm not going to bore you more. You can see the same. Okay, now let's get to the main section, and that's the sales section. Now, sales is basically used to create the invoices. But before invoices, one thing that you should create is an estimate. What is an estimate? Estimate is a quotation that you send to your lead, and if he says yes, then you will convert that estimate into the invoice. Okay, so that conversion feature is also here. You can create an estimate just like an invoice. Okay, now let's go to the main section, and that is invoicing section here. I've already created a sample invoice here, but let's create a new one just to show you guys. So basically what is here, you can select a customer or create a new one. You can add the invoice number, the date is automatically populated. You can edit it if you want. You can see the product, enter or create a new one, quantity, price, amount, and then save. Okay, now let's see the invoice that I've already made. Now see, once an invoice is made, you have to approve it. Now this section comes here. I've already approved this one. Then you have to send it. Now how on earth are you going to send it? You can go to more actions, export as PDF, okay, or send by Gmail, Outlook, or Yahoo. You can directly print it as well, or you can send invoice from here. So basically you will be sending from your Gmail ID and to the respective person. You can enter the message here, subject line, attach the invoice as PDF. And yes, don't forget to send yourself a copy because it shows that you've sent it. So these are the features that are available in Wave here. Now this is how the invoice looks. This is a very basic one. You can customize it, by adding a logo here. Okay, and this is it. Now let's get to the recurring invoices section. Now why on earth recurring invoices? Now see, it depends on your business model. If you are in a subscription based business, or you have a contract where you're going to have a fixed recurring payment over a period of time, maybe monthly, weekly, quarterly, then you can schedule the same here. Now let's get to the payment section. Everybody loves payments. Now what is happening here is that Wave is a free software. Okay, if you sign up for it, you don't have to pay for it. Okay, but it charges for certain services. How will it fill its money, run the business? So basically these are the ways you can get paid. So basically when you send an invoice, there's an option where the person can click on the same and they can pay the invoices online. Okay, now if you choose the credit card method, this is the charge, and the charge is per transaction wise. If you use the ACH method, then this is the charge. Okay, you can turn on the payments, and the major forms of payments which are accepted are this. Now these are the major ones. Okay, and now let's go to the customer statements. Now this is used when you have to give a statement to the customers regarding outstanding invoices, or even the whole account activity for any period of time that you choose. Now we go to the customers. Now you can create a customer here as well. You can just add a customer, add the required details, and voila, you're done. Okay, now let's go to the products and services. Now here you can add a product and services. Make sure that you add the name, the selling price. You can select this, sell this, and yes, when you select this, then you have to select to which income account it should go in the P&L. That's very important. Okay, now let's go to the purchases one. And okay, now if you are like, you create an invoice when you're receiving income, you create a bill when you're paying someone. So this is how you can create a bill, okay, and later on pay it. Okay, and the process of bill creation is similar to an invoice. Like, just select the vendor, enter the expense category, maybe bank service charges, enter the amount. Okay, and then you're done. Okay, and you can save it. Okay, now comes the vendors. You can similarly, as I've told you, you can add customers. You can similarly add a vendor here. The products and services. Now, what on earth are they? The sales, product and services were the ones of which were invoiced, and you were selling those. Now, these are the services that you're purchasing. Okay, now let's get to the most important section, and that's the accounting section. So here are the transactions. Now, whatever transactions you've done in Wave, they are all going to appear here. Now, if you have linked your bank, that also appears here. So now this is the thing that I had uploaded, a bank CSV, okay, for you to show. So let's see this now. Whatever income that is coming, okay, in this section, now that is categorized as uncategorized income. So in the P&L, it will be shown as this, okay. And so what you have to do is, now this is a payment that I have received for an invoice. Okay, so you can just go to this payment received for an invoice and select against which invoice you have received the payment. Now this makes sure that an income is not duplicated, so you have not recorded $1,000 income twice, and the invoice also gets paid if I do like this. Okay, now similarly, now Ralph's is, if it's my owner's draw, I will write owner's draw. Okay, similarly for Domino's, you can add whatever meals and all. Okay, so this is how it gets done. And let's go to the reconciliation section. Now, what is reconciliation? It means that whatever bank amount is shown, bank balance is shown at any point of time in your books versus in actual bank. Now, that should always match. Okay, now if you want to get started with that, you can watch this video that's over here. I can just give you a quick summary on whatever date. Generally, it's the month end, the statement that you get every month. You can select that date, enter the balance amount that is shown in your bank statement, and just, you know, reconcile. If there are any issues, you can watch the video and it will be explained in detail. Now let's go to the chart of accounts. Now, chart of accounts is the mother of accounts. It basically, you know, shows assets, liabilities, income, expenses, and equity accounts. Now, get a bookkeeper, and a bookkeeper will surely organize this for you as per your business. Okay, now hire a bookkeeper. So you can even hire Wave advisors here. Obviously, it's chargeable. And let's go to the banking section. Now the banking section is here, and as I told you that you can connect to your bank. That means whatever transactions come in your bank, they are quickly shown in the transactions one that I had shown you, and then you can categorize it. That means you don't have to manually type anymore, and it's a great feature which should be used. Okay, now this is again the payouts, and let's see what else is there, and some insurance. Now this is the payroll thing. Now basically these are the listed, like you can run payroll, timesheets, you can specify the employees, and you can see the transactions all. Now this is a paid version, okay, and this is not free. Now let's come to the reports section. Now this is very important for you guys. At least the owner should know the profit and loss and balance sheet and review it monthly. So if you click on the profit and loss, you can select the date range. Okay, you can select accrual or cash basis, and you can just click on update report, and you can see the summary one here and the detailed one here. Okay, similarly you have the balance sheet as well, and this income by customer report, so that you can get to know which customer is paying you more and which less. Accounts receivable aging, the accounts payable aging, and the whole general ledger. So a good thing to mainly check out these two for any owner. And again, there's wave advisors, this tax filing. Now, before you go for tax filing, make sure that you have a bookkeeper who keeps your books up to date. Now you have these integrations. Integrations means Wave can connect to different apps, and so that it makes your life easier. Now the settings is there, you know, to customize your invoices, and there are a lot. Like I can create a separate video for just the settings as well. Okay, so I hope you liked the video, and do let me know if there's anything else that you would like me to answer in the comment section. And yes, don't forget to subscribe.